is the American culture of success shaming. The parent that got you there. This is my whole perspective on it. I see in this country where success stories that come from extremely supportive parenting, training, long-term practice, trying to turn it to principle, routine, rigorous routine, lots of tears, lots of sweat, lots of blood, lots of failure, lots and lots of failure and pain until the day comes that you make it. None of them would have made it without their parent, or plural, parents. I see where America loves to see the star diss, ultimately, the parent that got them there. But this is what the show is about today. And I don't like it. I'm gonna start off with, I got a few people on my list. Let's say I'm gonna start off with Michael Jackson. Michael's dad, Joe, trained all his sons and daughters into a group named the Jackson 5. Obviously, we all know he broke off and started doing his own thing from his brothers. This is where the skyrocket happened. You understand? But there was always this little thing with his dad, though. And more so with him than any of his other siblings. He just had this thing with his dad. Like, you know, he didn't like to be scolded. And he didn't want to catch the beating. He just put up a lot of resistance to the disciplinary part of his dad. He stayed in there with his son, regardless of the resistance. The man stuck with it for as long as he had to, until Michael could moonwalk on his own. And I see where America revels in this rocky relationship after the fact, especially. Like, it's like a, yeah, I'm here now, Dad, okay? Fuck you. It's my time. The appropriate response to that is a thank you. Even if you had to get a couple ass whippings, even if you did get balked on a few times, bro, America just loves to join Mike with the, oh, I hate Daddy Joe shit. He wasn't there rehearsing. He could have been a rubbernecking, short attention span, having ass kid. You don't know that. And it might have took a little bit more than it took for the others for him to keep his ass focused. He was the most talented. He had the most gifts. So it's a little priority on that one, wouldn't you say? On a bomb book. Next one. Tiger Woods and his dad Earl. And I just got finished watching the Tiger Woods documentary. And that's kind of what prompted me to put this clip together. Tiger was so close to his dad. And his dad was omnipresent from beginning to the end, till he died. You feel me? And it's like, the American people love to see every time one of them balls fall in one of them holes from fucking 10,000 miles away, and then he slides with them nice green fucking ugly ass jackets on. Like, yes, I'm the master today, bro, again. Y'all love that. And he was a diversity tool. He got a lot of Caucasian people to respect the skill of an African American in the sport, and he got a lot of African Americans that did in business with that sport to start watching it. So that means he put a lot of inspiration in people's chest and money in people's pocket. Okay? And if it wasn't for his dad, it wouldn't have been possible. You wouldn't have known him. You feel me? Okay, so now he's a child. His dad is there. You love it. He's a teen, a preteen. His dad is there. You love it. Right? He can't make no mischief yet. So you can't get your crosses having bad mind hands around him. So he's a teenager now. His dad is there. You're loving it. His mom is there. And now he's a young adult. Still killing it. Like at the top of his game. And y'all are fully focused. Their late 20s, early 30s. Start turning into a man on some real shit. Start thinking for himself. And when you're a master at something, most of the time, another master made you that. So the name of the game after a while is to best the master, but don't test the master. That's the first law in 48 laws of power. And never mind how I put it to you, you know what the hell I'm saying. It has to be a changing of the guard. Copy. But what doesn't have to happen is an ostracization styled exodus. Especially with the person that put you in that position in the first place. And even though I didn't really see it as that, I seen it as, Dad, all right, I think it's time for you to sit your ass down now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You could be a fan now and the money gonna run right and I got this. Alright? Sit your ass down and be a fan now. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. But it's y'all. You know what y'all love? You love that he gave his old man, the sit down papers. Y'all love it too much. That's what I hate. He ain't throw him a parade. He told him to sit his old ass down. Enough of you already, right? And that's not even really how he felt in his heart. It's just a thing that he needed to do to manage the direction of where he was going properly as a man, as an independent man. And y'all, all y'all could concentrate on is, oh, his dad was overbearing, and oh, he had a relationship on the side, and oh, now he's gonna turn out like his dad. And guess what? He turned out like his dad. The same one that y'all was happy that it appeared like he was pushing to the side. Just how it looked, just turn y'all on. The media, you feel me? Regular people that you don't have that type of inspiration or influence on your kid. So it pisses you off that someone else does, and it leads to greatness. So it's like as soon as that kid says the first little bad thing about that parent, that's bigger than the game to y'all. That's what you've been waiting for. Yeah, and Dad, he's been beating me all this time, and he's had his finger up my butt every time I tried to hit a golf hole. How it was. That's not how it was. He was just a dad that was just damn good at teaching his son his thing. Man, I hear y'all calling him created. He was a creation. All of y'all are creation. And some of y'all ain't shit. Shut the fuck up. Nah, that's not what I saw. I seen son, father, success, and all the shit that comes with it. And I know he thanks his father too. Despite what y'all think he does. To them bad mind. Floyd Mayweather. Alright? I don't know Floyd Mayweather Sr. he created his son, like what I was just saying. He was a creation, right? And the man is in the upper 50s, and oh, he's never been beaten professionally, right? That's greatness. That's greatness you don't understand. Most of us will never understand, right? But it comes from a real simple place of support. You're having a foundation around you. It could be the illest foundation. It can have it doesn't look what it looks like in the movies. Ever in real life. But it's a foundation and it's there and it's working and it worked and it was successful and his dad was the engine of it all. But you know what y'all focused on? Not the fact that of all the years, the 20 something years and the how much long years of training and patience and understanding and living two lives. When you care about somebody that much, you are living for yourself, maybe a quarter of it. And 3/4 of it is the best of you that you have to give that kid. That's what it's like training someone that has the potential to be great. You got to give 3/4 of yourself to that person. That means you are only you only quarter way living. So if they make it to the top and can give you a little smalls and throw it back to you and be like, yo, you can relax now, yo. Thank you. That's a thank you. And you shouldn't hate on that. You shouldn't be loving to see every time he's in an argument with his pops on YouTube. Y'all are whack for that. You when it says, oh, Floyd gives his dad the boot, right? That's the shit you go clicking on. And you don't give a damn how successful he is, and you don't care how good his dad did, and how much of a total professional winning athlete these guys are, and their success rate, and what they're actually doing. And never mind the people they inspire and feed on the side. You don't know. You don't know. I guarantee you it's more than what you're doing. Even when he's being an asshole, he's doing more than what you're doing. Believe that. He's doing that shit in his sleep. You're inspiring people 24 hours a day. So yes, you gotta watch the way you act and your morals and all that shit. But it's like people need to have more understanding too. And understand that you're a human being. Human beings do shit. Like fuck up. Like cheat. Like spank their kids, like yell at them sometimes, and kids fuck up sometimes. On and on and on, bro. We humans, but y'all just you can't take that. It's like that part of it shouldn't exist in your eyes. Like if somebody's great, they supposed to be a robot, a superhero of some sort, perfect. Spider-Man got old, so his ass ain't perfect. So your ass is definitely not perfect. You ain't got spider senses. Now here's like the reverse of it. Now this one, these kind of it's kind of a different version of success shaming. The kid, because of their parents' level of success, practically comes up with a shame campaign to spite them. There's the other side of it. When the parent is the successful, popular one, and the kid is the question mark. It has rubbed a lot of LGBTQ community the wrong way. And before I say what I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say I do not hate gay people. I am not homophobic. I'm not gonna say, oh, I got this friend that's gay and that friend that's gay, because that's what people do when they're trying to prove to you that they got love for someone or something that might be taboo to you. No, fuck you. I'm gonna say I am I've been raised in a way to not hate and to understand that God doesn't make mistakes. That's what I'm gonna say. All right? And with that said, how did Dwayne Wade's son even end up how did he end up how did that turn out that way? It boggles my brain because his dad was the picture of masculinity. He was rough as shit on that court. Like, it wasn't much better. It wasn't much better than Dwayne Wade. He's successful. He's a winner. He won on his own. He won with the squad. He put together squads and was instrumental in putting together winning squads and teams of success. And lots of years of being on top and busting ass, right? And when his flow starts to slow down, hint, now you get the YouTube story. This is all my opinion. I see where he was allowed to grow into the exact opposite of what his dad was. You either are the number one fan of the situation as his son, or you got the most contempt because you can't have him and he can't be around like how you think he should be. You're cross-dressing and you want to be referred to by a female name, and yo, bro, you're trying to cut things off that don't grow back. Is that because somehow, some way you was born like that, or or is that despite pops? Pause on that one. Why, son? Why? Cause you know that's what's gonna be the biggest punishment for him not being there when you needed him? Just saying. Maybe you just all around gay. He has the mannerisms already. I had a barbershop. I seen every kind of boy you know. So I've seen it all before. And like I said, yo, it is what it is if it is that. If it is that. 50 Cent and Marquise. You see, 50 probably is like that dad like how my dad was. He's not gonna run you down to hug you and pat you on your ass. Maybe the I love yous is quite scary. I don't even know if you probably heard one. I don't know if that man know that I love you talk. I don't know that. I got daughters, so it's easier. You feel me? It's easier. It's a little easier. But it's the same shit. Is you tell your kid you love them or you don't, right? Or you do it sometimes. Who knows? You let your mama talk you against me, little nigga. Right? You gonna make me fuck up. I say, where you going, boy? No. Let me stop playing. But I'm a Power fan. He's not gonna say, son, I love you. Don't let your moms talk you against me. Please meet me such and such. I'll break it all down for you. I'll make it better. We're gonna make it better. He's not gonna do that. He's 50 fucking Cent. You got one side of the story. I'm pretty sure of it. From what he says, it sounds like that. Sounds like you got one part of the story. Allow yourself to be enlightened to the other part of the story. I don't see him being good at making that happen. But the reason why I bring him up as Marquise up as a example is because okay, y'all can't get it together privately, but you know what y'all real good at doing? Fussing publicly. Now fussing with my son publicly is something you would never get out of me. Ever. You're just not gonna get to friggin' have it up in your living room to have as entertainment. Because that's what y'all love. Y'all love to see when there's trouble in paradise, as you see it. Present in this kid's life when he puts so much pressure on him and yeah, 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 yeah. And you love to see when it goes the most fucked up way possible. Especially for the parent. Why you love him fighting with his son? Why do y'all love that? The way I read the media stories, y'all love that shit. You love that he's not on key with his son. And that's my fucking problem with y'all today. Americans that success shame the parents that got you there. You, Marquise, wouldn't be on that rap shit as strong as you are right now if it wasn't for Pop Dukes. You wouldn't even have had the heart to take that up. It would be better if your dad was an ally in your life. Done talking about y'all, B. I'm gonna get to the last two deepest ones. No, the Dwayne Wade and son. I see the same thing with Magic Johnson and son. Same sentiments, all that. Add that all in. Add that in. You come with a campaign to disgrace your successful dad because he wasn't there. And that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Bill Cosby and us. Bill Cosby, if you my age or anywhere near it, that was your second dad. If you had a dad, okay? And if you didn't have a dad, it was even worse. That he was almost like your first dad. If you watch TV, if you weren't living under a rock, put it that way. You and I both know that the man's body of work through a lifetime. He was a father for all of us. He was the father in me before I had kids. There was things I seen him do that I said, yeah, when I get kids, I'm gonna do that. You know, like when he used to bounce the kids on the knee, there'd be a line of kids waiting to get on his knee and freaking do the bounce up thing, right? I do that with mine. I couldn't wait to do that with my kids when they was little and it was an appropriate thing. You feel me? And put all that's the small stuff. We're not gonna get into Fat Albert and the positive movies he used to make back in the days where he was the hero, he was the gunfighter, all of that. But without cooning himself. Brown Hornet. That was the first black superhero that I knew. Alright? Historically black colleges. How much bread do you think that came out this man's pocket? How much benefit do you think? The benefit that we have gotten from Bill Cosby is beyond comprehension. You don't even have all that space in your head to store all of that info. That's how deep it goes. We talking about decades towards success. How to do it. And then you know what we do? We let the media tell us that he ain't shit now. That's my hero. The fuck is you talking about? I tend to disbelieve old ass whores that was alive in the 40s and 50s and their acclaim of what happened in the 2000 now. I don't care. My opinion, I don't care. Chad don't care. Giuseppe cares less. You understand that? Then all of the shaming and all of the dragging his name through the dirt y'all have been doing for the last decade, it's not gonna work. It didn't work with me. He fathered all of us in a way. And we turned around and pulled the same thing. We let influence and media make us turn our backs on Big Pops. That's my opinion. Hey, press the dislike button. As my man Uncle Sir P would say. Please press the dislike button if you don't agree with what I'm saying. You ungrateful asses. I'm one of those dads. Those of you that know me, know my son. You know his whole story through school. He was an elite athlete, basketball, that people thought that they was in the gym shooting with him, with me. They weren't there. But everybody wanted to be there at that point. When they seen what was about to happen, it's like everyone became a distraction. In all the hoopla and all the premature celebrating. The common denominator reasoning of the whole situation was me. Yeah, you was too hard on him. And we needed to get him away from you. And, you know, you were too hard on him. Y'all are ungrateful. To put their life to the side. To bring up, raise, and train a child for greatness. Not just to live, but to be great. And you either destroy it before it happens, or you wait till it happens and sit back and put things in that kid's ears and when he gets bigger, now he's big enough to say, instead of thank you, fuck you, Dad. Fuck you for all you've done. That's some American shit. Usain Bolt, he good with his parents. It's some bad mind, media-driven American shit. To have you ostracized at the end of the day, especially as a black father, setting a trend of success shaming the same driving engine that put you there for that success. I'm Giuseppe. You don't like what I said? I don't business. Hit the dislike button. All my watchers, click like, comment. Tell me I ain't shit. Tell me I'm wrong. That's the dope thing about this whole internet shit. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and holla back. I'll be back when I come up with some new shit. Feel me? To shit on y'all about. Bad mind bastards. God willing, we articulate this point more and get people to seeing the type of fad pattern we're on.